There may be more than just a criminal case when it comes to holding those accountable for the death of 7-year-old Hershall Creachbaum. I'm Jenna Lee Borick outside the law office representing Creachbaum's estate that's doing its own investigation for a possible civil case.
We think this child went through hell.
It's been almost 2 weeks since a 911 call claiming a child had been kidnapped turned into the realization that the child, 7-year-old Hershall Creachbaum, was dead and had been for some time. The criminal investigation is moving forward. Creachbaum's mother, Ashley Johnson, and her boyfriend, Michael Kendrick, have been charged in connection with Creachbaum's death, with more charges possibly coming. A new independent investigation has just begun by Wright and Shulte law firm for a possible civil case against Child Protective Services and anyone else deemed responsible for his death.
This should not have happened. Again, this is a failure on Children's Services. Those that are supposed to keep this child out of harm's way didn't do their job.
Law firm partner Michael Wright says multiple people have called with information, but he says they're still in the early stages of investigating. Wright says he was able to confirm that teachers and police called CPS on more than one occasion.
We do know that Children's Services knew where he was. We do know that Children's Services was called multiple times. We do know that it's Children's Services' responsibility to make sure that the child was in a safe environment.
Wright believes that both Dayton police and CPS were called out separately and there could have been a lack of communication, and he says that's not the only place communication may have failed. Montgomery and Clark County CPS systems might have also dropped the ball.
It's concerning and it is troubling because, we've already seen this happen, and we thought that steps were taken to close the gap so that this wouldn't happen again, and it happened again.
Legislation was passed after the death of 10-year-old Dakota Collins back in 2019, so another death wouldn't happen, but Wright says CPS hasn't learned. If a case is filed, it will be a wrongful death lawsuit and can name both individuals and agencies.
Every adult that was responsible for his care failed him every step of the way.
Montgomery County CPS put out this statement saying in part the situation is heartbreaking, but Creachbaum's case wasn't under their jurisdiction. I was told it's too early to know the timeline of when a lawsuit might be filed. Scan the QR code on your screen, and as we continue covering this story, you'll find the updates on our homepage, Dayton247now.com.